We continue through the book of the prophet Hosea, and we heard an image earlier in the week of how God referred to himself through Hosea as the husband of a wayward spouse. And now we see the image that he's using is that of a father to a child. When Israel was a child, I loved him. Out of Egypt I called my son. And yet the more I called them, the farther they went away from me. Going off after all the idols and such thing. And he says, I was the one who taught Ephraim to walk. We think about the children and grandchildren in our lives that we have taught to walk and saw it grow. And then you see, sometimes when they turn into teenagers or young adults, they reject all that we taught them and go off on their own. And this is what God is experiencing. He's saying, do you see this? I drew them with human cords, with bands of love, trying to foster them. He continues to seek after those who are wayward. This is one of the calls he's trying to get Israel, the northern kingdom of Israel, to repent, to turn back to him. He hasn't given up on them. As we sang this morning, come back to me with all your heart. Don't let fear keep us apart. He's calling and he's calling and he's calling. And this gives us great hope that even when we are far from God, in those times when we struggle, in those times when we're away, he's saying, come back to me. Come back to me. I love you so much. For those of you who have had wayward children, you know the love that you have for them, even when they're away, even when they reject you, even when they've turned away. I'm remembering years ago, one of my aunts at a significant birthday party, I can't even remember which one, she hadn't seen one of her daughters in years. Had rejected everything, turned away, wanted nothing to do with her. And we're at this party, and then she walks in. Somehow her sisters had been able to get her to come to her mom's birthday party. And my aunt just broke down. Broke down in tears, threw herself on her daughter. So rejoicing that she could see her again. Of course, my cousin was really feeling uncomfortable, at least it looked that way, but she had come for mom. She had done it. And God says, I want you back. I want you back. Your past sins, your past transgressions, nothing from me. That's what the cross is about. He went and he set us free by his cross. Did it cost him a lot? Yes, it cost him everything. And yet, he says, it's worth it. It's so worth it. May we never have fear about turning back to God. No matter how far we've strayed, no matter what wrong we've done, may we always have that courage to turn back to him and allow him to embrace us in his love, to draw us with bands of love.